This lesson will be split into two parts, from 1933 to 1939 and from 1939 to 1945. Many historians believe that Hitler fully came into power in the summer of 1933, when he was elected Chancellor of Germany by von Hindenburg. With his election, Germany would soon be changed from generations to come, and Jewish citizens would be forever haunted of the times that would happen. In the winter of 1933, a young Dutch communist was caught next to the burning Reichstag, which held all of Germany's most important documents and parliamentarians. This building was burned down to nothing. Because of this, Hitler urged von Hindenburg to release the Reichstag fire decree. This decree severely limited the civil liberties that Jewish and German citizens had, such as no arrest warrants or search and seizure warrants were needed to stop and question Jewish citizens or bring them in. Then, in 1935, the Nuremberg Laws came out. With this, the definitive statement as to who and who was not a Jew was finally answered. If you had even the single drop of Jewish blood in you, all the way back to your great-great-grandfather, then you were considered actually a Jew. This marked the beginning of the first racial state in which Germany would soon conduct itself. In 1939, as Jewish Semitism was at an all-time high, Kristallnacht, or the Night of Breaking Glass, occurred, in which Jewish citizens, homes, and buildings were vandalized and destroyed and ravaged by German citizens who were afraid and angry at these Jews. It was clear to many Jews at this time it was no longer safe to be in Germany, in which we see a large influx of Jews coming into the States and leaving them. This is where we also see the implementation of the first concentration camp, Dachau, which was then created in 1939 and used for political prisoners, and its full completion in 1939, which was now used to house Jewish citizens. This will now start the second part of my lesson, which picks up from 1939 all the way to 1945 and the war's conclusion. In Germany, a program which many people consider the first precursor to the Holocaust was created, the T4 program. This program targeted the mentally handicapped and physically ill in the German state. They urged German citizens to bring them to these hospitals to be well looked after. But these hospitals were actually killing centers in disguise, in which Jewish and German citizens were killed because they were deemed not worthy to live in the German state because of their physical and mental ailments. Then, in 1939, we have Germany's invasion into Poland, and with it, the beginning of World War II. Following Germany's invasion into Poland, there was the Einsatzgruppen. This task force was trusted with the responsibility to liberate Polish Jews, Gypsies, political opponents, and communists, and all responsible for thousands of deaths of these men and women. They held no quarrels about shooting children, women, or the elderly. Then in 1942, we have the completion of Auschwitz, the largest and most technologically advanced death camp that is synonymous with the Holocaust, and is responsible for hundreds of thousands of Jewish deaths. This camp was a masterpiece in the eyes of the SS and German Reich, with fully created stoves and ovens, air conditioning, heating vents, and air units to suck out the poisonous Zyklon B that was used to gas the Jews. Then, in 1944, following the successful D-Day landing and Russia's victory at Stalingrad, the mood suited to one of panic in the German state, and because of this, activity in these death camps was increased to accommodate the shortened time frame in which German citizens knew the war was coming to an end in which they would not be the successors. To accommodate for this, they needed to round up, eliminate, and do everything as quickly as possible. But as the war progressed and the Allies closed in on Germany, both the Russians and Americans made horrifying discoveries, such as the death camps. America discovered Bergen-Belsen, which was a death camp and concentration camp, both housed in the same unit, and Russia discovered Auschwitz, as I said before, the most technologically advanced of all of the death camps.